Hey everyone, welcome to Consensus AI. So what's this tool all about? It's a search engine that uses data from key studies online to answer our questions. ChatGPT does this too, but Consensus has stricter filters and reaches more of a consensus. That's why it's called Consensus, get it? For those unfamiliar, reaching consensus means considering all viewpoints and drawing a general conclusion based on everyone's opinions, rather than what ChatGPT does, which is trying to give you the perfect answer, right? Consensus aims to show you all those viewpoints and ideas people have. So how do we get started with Consensus? It's as simple as logging in, okay? They'll ask for your account and that's it. All right, how does Consensus work? Well, basically we're going to research something, right? And, we ask Consensus to tell us about, let's see, about a specific research topic, okay? That's it. So as you can see, we can apply filters, right? Like what type of studies we want, those published since 2005, okay? From 1990 onwards, we want all of them, okay? We can exclude certain content like open access only, right? We need it to cite the same thing at least 5 times, We can add the rating, okay? Or domains, right? To show only specific domains or from just one country, okay? Or using only a specific method. Here, you'll see it gives a brief intro with citations, okay? These citations, if clicked, take us to the bottom, right? This bottom part, if opened, takes us to the page, okay? Where we can access the full text, got it? If we click full text here, we can access the page without any issues, right? That's basically what it handles. We can also use the consensus meter, okay? When selected, it checks how many people agree with what we've said. We asked this question and 93% said yes, only 7% said no. It summarizes findings from the 14 most relevant papers. We can apply and expand on this, alright? See citation counts and available studies. Check if they're from 2010 or 2021, methods used, etc. and more. That's how this tool works, got it? As you test it, you'll see it's quite user-friendly. We can copy the text with or without citations. They've done all the work for us, you see, with quotes and links all set up at the end. It's really great in APA format, okay? Also MLA, Chicago, Harvard, AMA, and numeric. It gives us everything ready to go. So yeah, it's that simple. How can we use Consensus AI with ChatGPT? Well, we simply open this drop-down and select the ChatGPT option. This will open ChatGPT for us. You'll see all my chats here, don't be nosy. Okay, we have the consensus here. What's the benefit of using Consensus with ChatGPT? Consensus objectively analyzes data and gives human-based answers. With ChatGPT, we mix human insights and AI thoughts. It's an interesting perspective to consider. ChatGPT isn't always right, and neither are humans. But together, they can find common ground, giving you dual support. So that's how we can use Consensus. We can also open this menu, click Explore GPTs, and search for Consensus. It'll show up there without any issue. Alright, now let's take a look at Consensus payment plans. Personally, I haven't seen many limitations with this tool, but let's hit upgrade, okay? As you can see, they're only charging $12 a month, which I think is quite cheap. They offer unlimited analyses, captures, ask paper messages, bookmarks, custom lists, and other tools released monthly. I think $12 a month is a bargain, especially since you won't be using Consensus constantly, right? And you can use these unlimited features as often as you want. I've used it 5 times already without any issues, and it hasn't mentioned any limits or restrictions, So for just $12 a month, you get these analyses and captures, which can definitely complement our work, right? And do all your school assignments for only $12 a month. You might say, but that's not how you learn. You're right. You won't learn as much as if you searched for info yourself, but just as you can argue that point, I can also say you can use the tool wisely and learn faster. That's where I stand on this. When we do research for an assignment, it's important to know how to find information and determine what's relevant and what's not. But it obviously takes time, right? The only difference is how we acquire education and its devaluation. In the past, if you wanted to find a formula or answer to a question, you had to open an encyclopedia and flip through pages until you found it. If you were lucky, the index might give you a starting point for your question, right? But nowadays, even 5 years ago, you'd search online and find the answer in the first 3. 4 posts you'd have to sift through, and now you can use a tool that sifts through those answers for you. So it's true that for a class assignment, you might not learn as much as if you started reading on your own instead of getting the answer directly, right? That's obvious, but it's also true that if you do more than required, for example, instead of spending an hour searching for an answer, you get the answer in 10 minutes and use the remaining 50 minutes to gather more information, which is likely more valuable than what you'd get otherwise. So in that case, you're using the tool effectively, right? I say this as a disclaimer, as some might argue this use isn't ideal, it's not proper, and I agree, but view AI tools as co-pilots, okay? They're here to assist, got it? not to do all the work for you. If AI does everything, what's your value proposition? What sets you apart from artificial intelligence? That's where your ability to add something extra comes in. So it's that straightforward. Hope you enjoyed this reflection and insight. It's truly a great tool. See you in future videos.